Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. I'm with Oculus Rift Reviews, now with Windows Mixed Reality. Today we're going to do a Let's Play and initial impressions review for Island Explorer VR, a free-to-play game released on the Steam store today for all the major headsets. I've tested this out on both the Oculus Rift and Windows Mixed Reality. I did not experience any issues. However, this is a game that lacks polish and there's lots of little bugs in it. However, it's very enjoyable. It's free to play, so I highly recommend it. This is a game that I've always wanted. Just a more polished experience is all that it would take to take this game over the top. But since it's free to play, I highly recommend it. Basically, you get to explore an island, and the Jeep is definitely the star of this game. You get to drive your Jeep around the island. You can also use the plane. However, the plane is on autopilot, so it just kind of flies around. It's still cool to see the island from above, but you're not actually flying the plane. So let's go ahead and get on the Jeep. So you do have full locomotion and snap turning. And on Windows Mixed Reality, which I'm currently on, it is on the joysticks. So yes, thank you for that. And let's go ahead and start. Okay. So you do use your motion controllers to do everything in the Jeep. So let's go ahead and take off this the little guides here. Sorry. Okay. And you can actually take this down. So let's go ahead and do that. By the way, you can do this as well. Okay. But what we want to do is we want to push it forward. Okay, great. So you see how we did that? That's pretty cool. You gotta release the parking brake. You gotta put all the switches on. There is a day-night cycle as well. Now, I recommend driving with one hand on the steering wheel versus both. I just find it easier to navigate that way, and it's easier to drive on the gear shifter just on one, just because it's slower, and it takes a little while to get used to the steering. The steering can be a little too sensitive, and if you're going too fast, you're definitely going to crash. In fact, even going on one, it can be a little tricky navigating around some of the curves in this island. We actually don't want to go here yet. We want to go the other way. It's okay. So I want to take us to the lighthouse and show off that part of the game, show off the zip line. I don't want to make the video too long, so that might be all I show. But let's just go ahead and drive. I'm going to go ahead and switch it to 2. So I'm going to... living a little dangerously right now. Uh-oh. Like I said, you can go a little too fast for your driving ability, because it is very tricky. The steering is just... I would like to see the steering improved. I have 2 major criticisms of this game. One is the steering. It's just a little too unwieldy right now, so you got to go slow. And number 2 is the locomotion. There's lots of pathing issues, and you'll see that once I get off the Jeep and try to get on one of the zip lines. So now the game looks beautiful. There is a day-night cycle. I'm on a 1060 GTX, so there are some frame rate issues. I'm running maybe at 45 frames per second right now, which is pretty low. And I noticed some pop-in issues, just some little technical issues. Oh, my battery just ran out. Sorry, that's not a game issue. That's my issue. Sorry. I should have put a fresh battery pack on the motion controller. Sorry about that, guys. That's me. That's not the game. Sorry about that. Okay. So, okay, we're here. That didn't take long. And so we're going to park. It's not really a big island, especially once you get used to... So, we got to put it on neutral. Put the parking brake on. And turn off them. Okay, so once you're ready with all that, you can get your little laser pointer on, click exit, take the So obviously there's collision issues right here. There's physics, hitbox collision issues. You can just go through any object. Well, not through any object, but several objects you just clip right through. But here there's a wall here, so you can't go through everything, but you can go through your Jeep, and there's some other objects you go through besides the Jeep. There's some pathing issues as well. Let's try to go up. Well, first let me show off the lighthouse before we go over there. So this is the lighthouse. I would love to go on top of the lighthouse. That'd be wonderful, but you can't. And there's like an invisible barrier here, or you can't jump this little... You see how that's very weird here? Like you go up, but not really. And you can't get on there. And it's easy to get stuck, actually. Uh-oh, I'm stuck right now. If you get stuck, you can do that. You can put your little pointer at the Jeep, and you'll get transported to it. So that's one way to get unstuck if you do get stuck. However, if your Jeep's not nearby, then you're SOL. You pretty much have to quit and restart the game if you get stuck. Now, there is that little comfort vignette here. When you're going up the stairs, I have no idea why. All this other time, the vignette has not been there. And we don't really need it to go up the stairs, but whatever. Then you click enter. And push forward. And you're on the zip line going forward. It's pretty cool. I like it. So like I said, I really like this game a lot. This is my VR dream game. I would just like a smoother experience, a more polished experience. But other than that, this is very cool. I want an easy driving game like this, a relaxing driving game like this, where you can just drive your vehicle around some beautiful environments. This is actually looks pretty good. But obviously my 1060 GTX is having trouble handling it. Again, lots of pathing issues right here. I'm getting stuck. And then there's the vignette on top of it as well. So this is one of the points here of interest, and you can go towards it. And there's like a little map. Like I mentioned, there's a day-night cycle. It's getting dark. And it says you are here. So there are some things to discover. I still haven't gone to the HQ yet. I'm not sure what's there. Oh, wait, that's where we start off. Actually, I haven't been to the waterfall trail. That's where I haven't been. And I don't know if we went to this zip line to this one and then it was right here. If so, wow, it's a lot smaller in real life than it looks like on the map. Now, the bad part about getting off the Jeep is pretty much we have to walk now. And I'm sorry, my right controller battery just ran out again. I have to replace it. Let's go to the other... Let's try to get on the beach. It's not as easy as it sounds because of the pathing issues. Oh, okay, great. So this is like the end of the world right here, the edge of the world. If you get on the plane, you see that it actually just ends suddenly at the very edge. But this is as far as you can go. There's an invisible barrier there. The night sky looks beautiful. Actually, the scenery looks really good, even though it's not the highest texture graphics. But it does look beautiful nonetheless. And I'm sorry about the battery issue. I should have not started this gameplay with the batteries already running out. You can get up here as soon as I find the path of entry. Right, it's right here. So let's go up. Again, there's pathing issues. Usually not going up. Usually going down is where it's worse. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to replace the battery as soon as I'm done here. Okay, where... Oh, no, you actually start from the other side. I'm sorry, I went down the wrong path here. Okay. But as you can tell, there's some pathing issues here. I get stuck on the stairs quite often. Ooh, that was pretty bad. So yeah, this game definitely needs a lot of work, a lot of polish to be a pleasant experience overall. But there's definitely great moments in this game when you're not experiencing the bugs. This is an awesome game. When you're experiencing the bugs, it's a little frustrating. But it is free to play, so I highly recommend it. Let's just get on the zip line before we end this Let's Play and initial impressions review. Obviously, I'm a fan. I'm definitely not a fan of the vignette, though. It says something about getting to the menu. You can turn it off, but I've tried double tapping on the menu button, and it doesn't work. So on the Oculus Rift, on Windows Mixed Reality, I haven't been able to turn off the vignette. It might be possible on the HTC Vive or the Valve Index, but it's not possible on Oculus Rift or Windows Mixed Reality. I tried pushing every single button I could think of. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Uh-oh. We're doing so well before that. Okay, it's really dark right now. Okay, here we go. The last step. Alright. So yeah, I don't like the vignette. I don't know why it turns on and off all of a sudden, especially on the zip line or the stairs. But yeah, I like this game. I highly recommend it. It's actually going to be on my top 100 list of free Steam VR games, even with all the bugs and everything. It's just a lot of fun. I like exploring this island. But yeah, it does need polish. It does need the bug fixes. So it could be an absolutely amazing experience overall versus an uneven experience right now. Like, when it's fun, it's really fun when it's working. And then you experience the bugs and it kind of puts a little bad taste in your mouth. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. I'm going to put a link on my video where you can download this game. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. This is Island Explorer VR.